Yo, what's the deal? You got Along with the Six Can Poet here to do a video response to 4 Degrees of Black for Adam and Steve. I guess when I saw the topic, I thought your video was going to go in a different direction, but I kind of felt like y'all kept it really open in general, and I guess I'm just going to give my own perspective on how I feel about that. I don't believe in marriage at all, like as far as what's recognized by the state or the United States. I don't recognize shit like that, because to me it takes away from the meaning. If it's so important to have an outside entity approve of your feelings towards somebody else, to me takes the feeling, the genuine perspective out of it. And for me, I always felt like, it's just important the way that you see it. But I can also understand the people who want that liberty, the people who want the same equal treatment. Obviously, people who aren't treated fairly or the same in certain situations and instances are going to want to feel that. And so I can understand how those people might say, hey, well, I want to benefit, like if I die, I want my money to go to my partner. To me, that's understandable. It's your shit. You go, you should be able to dictate where it goes. Maybe you want to write somebody off on your taxes that you live with, or you reside with, somebody you're caring for, or shared income, whatever your situation may be. You're gonna want to have equal treatment just as much as the person sitting next to you. And so I think it's unfair for people who, how do I want to even say this, for people who have certain hang-ups, or they identify in certain ways to, and I'm going to say block, because essentially, and this is where it gets deep, everybody has to believe in something in order for change to happen. We have to believe in change. And for the people that's sitting up here kind of teetering the fence, be this way one day, be this way the next day, you don't get any stability. And most people are so trapped up in what they're trying to conquer inside their mind that they forget that they're not the only person that's dealing with that. So to kind of reference this with something else, if you look at the movement of African American people, if there were no leaders, if there was no Malcolm X, if there was no Martin Luther King to initiate some change, and then nobody else was decidedly going to support these individuals, we might still be living in some slave days today. Because that shit is very possible without those leaders, and it wouldn't be that far-fetched. So I look at it like this: if you teeter the fence on different things, and you're halfway decided here, you're just taking a little piece of it. Well, in order for you to have that little piece, somebody had to make some change happen for you to even enjoy that. So to block somebody else, or to hinder somebody else from doing what they want to specifically do, when you believe in the same thing, just on a different level, but you like, I don't want to go all the way there, just for somebody to have their own right, not necessarily making everybody that way, but to have their own right to have choice, to reside, live, whatever you want to call it, with someone of the same sex, whatever, is unfair. It's just unfair. And people in this life, they're going to live their entire life, and they're not going to be able to make that choice, period. And even though I'm not in support of marriage, I feel like, people should do whatever they want to. It's your life. You got to live it. But why should someone else hinder or keep them from doing that just because of their belief? Just because they feel like marriage doesn't usually work out. Well, in my life, I don't care what statistically you're going to tell me. I don't care if statistically you're going to say most minorities are locked up by the age of 25. I don't care if you say that statistically that's not me. So I don't want anybody to dictate the choices that I can make or the things that I can do in my life that would hinder me from doing those things. But I think that's unfair. And I think that people should have the choice to be treated fairly. They should have just as much choice as anybody else. No matter what you do, or however you want to do it, in life they should have their own choice, even though I don't believe in marriage. So that's my take on it, along with the Six Can Poet, 2 fingers, and I'm out.